Test for vitamin C. Vitamin C is an organic acid called ascorbic acid. The scientific name for vitamin C is a ascorbic acid. You will learn about the different acids in the next lesson. By doing a simple test, we can perform the presence of vitamin C in the food. Now let us do the simple activity. A simple test for vitamin C confirmation to confirm the presence of vitamin C in the lemon. So what do you need for this experiment? Lemon, iodine solution, piece of the white pepper, knife and dropper. So how to do? Slice the citrus fruit, that means cut the citrus fruit or lemon fruit. Place 2 or 3 drops of the iodine solution on a piece of paper and keep cut side of the slice on the paper. Leave it for 15 minutes and observe. If vitamin C is present, the portion of the paper under the slice will get discolored. That means it changes its color. So the color of the paper under the lemon slice is discolored or remains the same? Discolored. And what you learned, vitamin C is present in the lemon. And the substances which made the iodine paper more discolored contains more vitamin C. More discolored contains more vitamin C. Vitamins and minerals plays a key role in the preventing and the diseases. But the vitamins and minerals plays a major role in the preventing and the diseases. So we should include them in our food. We have learned about the macronutrients and micronutrients. And what were the examples for macronutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats are they are need in large quantities. So these are called macronutrients. And what are micronutrients? So minerals and vitamins are essential in a less quantity. So these are called micronutrients. So apart from these, the other components also should be present in our diet. So that is dietary fibers. So Deepak cut a boiled sweet potato to eat. So he observed some fine threads and thread-like strands and thread-like structures in it. He wondered what they are. Do you know what they are? They are dietary fibers, also known as rough edges. What are the other name for rough edges? Dietary fibers are the other name for rough edges. They help in, and the main function of the dietary fibers are help in free bowel movement in the digestive tract and prevention in the constipation. They are mainly plant products only. Vegetables, leafy vegetables, tree, tubers, fruits, sprouts are the main sources of the rough edges. Some food materials like orange, sweet potato are also rich in fibers. Even some fruits like watermelon also are rich in fibers also. So remember different food materials and classify them according to the quantity of fiber they have discussed with your friends and fill the table below. Give one example is given for you. So more fibers, example for more fiber is a orange, less fiber is a grapes and no fiber is a milk. So we will write some more. More fiber for example is a sweet lemon, lemon and watermelon. These are all more fibers. So less fiber, mango compared to the orange, less fiber. And no fiber, apple did not contain fiber. Okay. So you will write in your own, okay? We must include fibers in our diet to keep our digestive tract healthy. So think and respond. Is it good for to eat fruits and vegetables along with their peels? Yes, it is very very important because the peels contains more dietary fiber is while compared to the inner side of the fruit. So if it is eatable, you can eat it it is very good for your health and to prevent the constipation, and it will be helps in free bowel movement. And water. So next one is a water. Nalini felt thirsty. She drank water and got relief. She got a doubt whether water is also a nutrient or not. What do you think? Water is also a component of blood, but water does not contain any nutrient. So it can be considered as a nutritive component. So water constitutes nearly 2 by 3 of our body weight. It regulates and maintains the temperature of our body, and it helps in the excretion of waste from our body as well as urine and sweat. So water is essential for many metabolic activities, and water helps in easy movement of the food through the digestive tract. It helps in the digestion of food also. So all these are the water plays a major role in our body. Do you think drinking water is the only way to provide water to our body? No, many food items like milk, fruit, vegetables, etc. are rich in water. They also provide water to our body. How does water help in our digestive system? We can understand the role of the water in our food through the following activity. So see, let us see this activity. To know the use of the water, for this piece of sponge, plastic pipe, water, bucket, and how to do. Take a piece of sponge and try to move through the pipe. It moves with some difficulty through the pipe. But remove the sponge from the pipe and dip in the water. That means the sponge we should be dip into the water and try to move it again through the pipe and observe. And what do you see? Sponge moves freely in the pipe, and water helps in dash movement of the material in narrow tubes like intestine. Water helps in easily movement, so easily. So what happens if we don't take adequate water and fiber in the food? So we face some digestion problems due to the inadequate fibers and water in the food. That is mainly constipation. And what to drink in daily life? It is our common practice to call all packaged drinking water as a mineral water. Nowadays, all of them are drinking mineral water only. So, but bottled water is nothing but filtered up tap water. So here, the mineral water means here it should be filtered with filtered the tap water only. So filtration reduce the minerals from the tap water. So it better to drink tap water than bottle water. Further, the empty water bottle packets also cause pollution to our environment. Water is the water from a mineral spring that contains various minerals. Prefer to boiled tap water to drink. So constipation, it is a disorder condition resembling Vibandha described in Ayurveda. It refers to bowel movements that are irregular. That means if bowel movement is in irregular, it will be called as a constipation. It is a very common gastrointestinal disorder experienced by the most of the people at some time during their life. Each and every most of the people should face this type of problem in their life. Constipation may be just due to the poor diet with insufficient fiber, poor fluid intake, or side effect of the certain medications. So maybe the reasons for constipation is insufficient fiber, poor fluid intake or side effect of the certain medication. What happens if we take a diet that lacks some nutrients? We may face some health problems if we take some nutrient food, deficient food. Let us know about this. So what is balanced diet? Neelima, a student of class 7th, occasionally get fainted during the school assembly. The doctor examined her eyes, tongue, nails and confirmed that she was suffering from the malnutrition. She was advised to take balanced diet. Diet plays an important role in our physical and mental health states. Even physical and mental health states also, diet plays very important role. Many common health problems can be prevented or treated by consumption of a good diet. So if we take good diet, our health also become very good. A diet that contains all the nutrients in required quantity is called a balanced diet. What is balanced diet? A diet that contains all the nutrients in required quantity is called as a balanced diet. It supplies the nutrients to our body in order to proper working of the body. So nutrients to our body in the order to proper working of the body only. Health and happiness with traditional food. Sunnundalu, Burelu, made at our house during the festive season are comes under the list of complete nutrient food. Have you seen the ingredients that your mother used to make sunnundalu? Have you seen? Add for how can we prepare sunnundalu? For this, black gram, jaggery, and ghee. Black gram contains proteins and jaggery contains carbohydrates. Ghee contains fats and present into the add black gram protein, jaggery and ghee or fats pressed into the doughs to make sunnundalu. Boiled chana dal is mixed with jaggery to make purnam. It is dipped in the mixture of the black gram and rice flour and water. Now these balls of purnam are cooked in oil to make burelu or purnalu. This helps the children to grow well. That's why these must be cooked and shared with everyone. Most of the eateries available at sweet stalls are not just whole foods. They are not just real nutrients. So eat homemade jantukulu, garelu, sunnandalu, laddu as well. So find chota beam in you. So far we have learnt different components of food. Here a list of food items that we get generally categorize them to according to the headings given in the box. Grains, roots, tubers, oils, fats, so all these are food items are given. So energy giving food, carbohydrates and fats. And where carbohydrates and fats present? Grains, tubers, fats also carbohydrates, energy giving food. And nuts, nuts are not, nuts are they are protein giving foods. And dairy products, pulses, pulses are also proteins only. Oils also come under carbohydrates only. So next, fish, egg, fish, egg. Next, dark green leafy vegetables. These are all comes under vitamins and minerals. vegetables and fruits. So all these including a protective food. And have all the included in your daily diet? So not at all, but even within 1 week or 2 weeks, these are all included. So in what quantities are you taking them? In a required amounts only. How do the infants grow? By taking only milk for few months. So because infants cannot digest the remaining foods, they can digest only milk only. Even they are smaller in size, the quantity of taking food is also very less. So infants take only milk for in their earlier needs. To meet all the nutrient food needs, we need to have a sufficient quantity of food from each of the different food groups. Here is the picture showing the required quantity of food needed by our body. This is recommended by National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad, to promote health, prevent hidden hunger and protect us from the diseases under the name My Plate for the Day. It was given by National Institute of Nutrition. See this plate. Let us move on to the from carbohydrates. How many carbohydrates are there? How many grams? 240 grams of carbohydrates. And how much proteins are required for 90 grams of proteins? And how much nuts? 30 grams. How much fats do we need? 27 grams. And how much vegetables we need? 350 grams. And how much fruits will be? We need 150 grams. So this is what is this one? My plate for the day. So which food material should we take large quantity? See, vegetables, fresh vegetables and fruits only we should take large quantities. Which food material should we take in very less quantity? Fats only we can take very less quantity. So a balanced diet do not necessarily be costly. The poor can get it without spending much money, including energy giving food such as a rice, chapati, bread, bodybuilding and food like milk, curd, dal, meat, fish, a small quantity of oil, fat daily. So this is the food for, so these are energy giving food and remaining food also. So National Institute of Nutrition NIN is founded in 1918, now located at Hyderabad. Institute's activities are broad based, encompassing the whole area of food and nutrition. So what will happen if we don't take balanced diet? What will happen? Taking nutrients in required quantities is healthy, but taking less than the required requirement and more than the limit may lead to health problems. So children who do not take balanced diet may face growth and developmental problems. If we do not take balanced diet, we will prone to various diseases. Disease caused by deficiency of certain nutrients are called as a deficiency diseases. What are deficiency diseases? Diseases caused by the deficiency of certain nutrients called deficiency diseases. Proteins in inadequate in children's diet for a long time, it causes disease called kwashiorkor. So if the children don't get the proteins are inadequate in his diet for a long time, it causes kwashiorkor. That means the child get only carbohydrates. The carbohydrates and water accumulated in the intercellular spaces. The children face look like a fluffy face only, and the stomach will be swollen, legs and hands will be swollen. In the same way, if the proteins and carbohydrates are not taken adequately for a long time, it causes marasmus disease. So if the child may lost proteins and carbohydrates in his food, so he get the disease marasmus disease. If we take food containing too much fats daily, it leads to obesity. Obesity causes many health problems. So in addition to taking balanced diet, good habits, exercise and maintaining good hygiene is also very important to be healthy. So do you know pizza, burgers, chips, fast foods, noodles, cool drinks, etc. are the junk food. They consist of more fats and no fibers. They cannot be digested easily. Eating junk food on a regular basis damages our digestive system. Our body is being deprived of the other required nutrients. It leads to an increased risk of obesity and other health issues. That means if we eat junk food regularly, the child may get the disease leads to an increased risk of obesity and other health issues also. Healthy eating and good hygiene habits. Charan John purchased grapes from the nearby market. Charan started eating them without washing, and John stopped him from doing so. He suggested him, first of all, you should wash the hands and wash the fruits also, then only you will eat. Can you guess why John did so? Healthy eating habits plays a vital role in maintaining proper health. Certain eating habits are given in the following table. Mention whether they are healthy or unhealthy. If you are not sure, write not sure. So take for a statement. Eating whole grains like maize, barley, ragi, bajra, wheat, etc. So it is a healthy. It is a healthy. So removing fiber from the wheat flour to make chapatis, it is unhealthy. If we remove from the fiber from the wheat flour, it will lead to constipation problems. Drinking buttermilk, lassi, sharbat, lemon water, it is a healthy only. So eating white bread, buns, noodles daily, it is unhealthy. Drinking coffee, tea immediately before or after eating food, it is also unhealthy. Consuming jaggery and chicky, it is healthy. Eating sprouts, it is also healthy. Eating street food like samosa, chaat on regular basis, it is unhealthy. So checking date of manufacture, date of expiry, MRP, etc. while packaged food, so it is healthy. So eating fruits without washing them, it is unhealthy because the unwashed food may contain some pesticides on them, and maybe they have a chance to get contaminated with the flies also. So that's why we do not eat the fruits immediately after buying. So we have to wash before eat the fruits. So now check your answers with the facts given below. If you want check the healthy or unhealthy, so here facts are given, you can check it with yourself. Okay. So next, do you know organic foods? The method of farming using biofertilizers and biopesticides to keep the soil alive is called as a organic farming. So fertilizers can add can provide extra nutrients to the plants, and pesticides means pests, that means they are insects to do the harm for the crop plants. Side means to kill them. So pesticides to can kill the pests, and so that should be biopesticide to keep the soil alive and is called organic farming. The food items made up of fruits, vegetables grown under the organic farm are called organic foods. So these are good for health. Nowadays, farmers and people are showing interest on organic farming and organic food items. If you watch the movie, Bhishma movie, in that movie, they gave more importance to biofertilizers and biopesticides, and they create awareness among the people on the organic farming. Food hygiene is as important as healthy eating habits also. To prevent food contamination, FSSAI prescribed 7 food hygiene practice in the form of 7 C's. There are check, select food that is fresh, clean, wash and wipe all the containers before storing the food, and cover, keep all the food and drinking water covered in the storage area. Cross contamination avoided. Keep raw and cooked food separately, and cook Cook food thoroughly and ensure it is freshly cooked. It should be freshly cooked only. Do not kept in the fridges and other things. And cool or chill. Refrigerate or freeze meat or poultry, eggs and other perishable. So consume, serve food in a clean environment and use clean utensils. Use clean utensils. Health of a person is the health and wealth of the nation. Hence, it is our responsibility to be a healthy and build a healthy society to promote a balanced diet. Follow healthy routine to be healthy. Follow healthy eating habits and maintain food hygiene also. So now let us do the practice bits. Cereals and millets are rich in carbohydrates. Dash are present in pulses. Proteins are present in. Take more and more fiber and water to prevent. Dash is caused by vitamin deficiency of vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency rickets. Deficiency of vitamin C causes dash disease. Scurvy. Ramana rubbed few sesame grains on a paper. The paper translucent at that place. What is present in that? Fats. Anemia is caused by the deficiency of iron. We lost vision due to the deficiency of vitamin A. So night blindness. What is the reason for night blindness? Vitamin A deficiency. Energy giving food is carbohydrates and fats. Body building food is proteins. Protecting food is protecting food. So minerals and vitamins will be called as a protecting food. Anemia. Iron. So deficiency of iron leads to anemia. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please like my video, share my videos and subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. Thank you.